welcome to Magical Travel Adventure. I am Lauren and I am your host. We are here for the live event in July. It's super exciting. I am coming to you live every single day in July on the YouTube channel to talk to you about different things about Disney World, Universal Studios, and cruising vacations. So, this is meant to help you. And today's topic is all about coffee, and I will get to that. But again, if you enjoy these videos, if you could like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button, I would greatly appreciate it so you can get notifications every time that we go live. I am also a travel advisor specializing in Disney, Universal, and cruising. So my information is below if you would like it. So let's get into it. Now, this is a weird topic for me. I'm talking about how to find coffee in the parks at Disney World, and I don't drink coffee. I am team tea. Team tea. I have my own travel teapot. Um, and it folds down like this for you other tea people, and it fits wonderfully in my carry-on, and I absolutely love it. And I get a lot of clients asking me about coffee and how it works at coffee for Disney World. So I'm going to go over a few things about coffee. The main coffee that is at Disney World is Joffrey's coffee. They are like the coffee that is in your room with the little coffee maker, and it's in the parks. There's also one Starbucks location in each of the parks, but it's not called Starbucks. It's called something else in each of the parks. They each have their own name, but I will go over that today with you so you can find it. But there is in the hotels, you can also get coffee at any of the hotels that are on Disney World property. Again, it will be Joffrey's coffee. So just so you're aware of that. And your coffee is included with if you do end up getting one of the mugs. I thought I had one right here, but I don't. If you get one of the refillable mugs at your resort, you can fill that with coffee also, just so you're aware. All right, so let's talk about where it is in the parks. And I don't have like the exhaustive list. I have like what I think is a regular list of where coffee is in the parks. And I tried to mark it on the map for you the best I could. I had these cute little coffee things that I had out there, but they were too big, so it didn't work out. So the first location we're going to talk about is here. It's the Main Street Bakery, and it's on Main Street. And this is the Starbucks location. So this is the location. If you want Starbucks, it is here on Main Street. So if you're the Starbucks person and this is what you need, this is where you're going. Now, I have them kind of listed over here on the side in case you need them too. There is also a Joffrey's spelled wrong. In Tomorrowland, there is a little stand right over here. And then at the launching pad, it's right underneath where Astro Orbiter is spinning around way up there. There is coffee here also. If we move over here, the Cheshire Cafe has one, and Friar's Nook. Back here at Sleepy Hollow, kind of back by Be Our Guest, and Little Mermaid. That is what is over here. If we're going back to the Cheshire Cafe, that's kind of over by the teacups. And the Friar's Nook is kind of across from Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Then everyone's favorite, Sleepy Hollow, is over here at Liberty Square. They have a special waffle here with Nutella and strawberries and bananas that people love. Here you can mobile order, so that is always a good thing also. Westward Ho also has it, and Sunshine Seasons and Casey's Corner. Now, I will say that the top two, Main Street Bakery and Joffrey's in Tomorrowland, are open. Well, Main Street Bakery is open like when the parks open, and so is Joffrey's in Tomorrowland. The other ones, you kind of have to look in the apps to see. Typically, the Cheshire Cafe and Friar's Nook and Sleepy Hollow and Gaston's are all open at Park Open also, but not during those early more like early entry, though they are not open. So you have to look in the app under food to see if that coffee is available for you, if it's open yet. Because I do know that Sunshine Seasons and Casey's Corner and the launching pad do not always open up when the parks open up. So you want to make sure, use your app, get to know your My Disney experience so that you can see what time you can actually get the coffee. Now, I will say the Ticket and Transportation Center. So, if you are driving in for the day, or if you're staying over here right at the Polynesian and you're coming over here to the Ticket or Transportation Center, there is a Joffrey's stop right here. And so, if you're on the monorail or if you're going to take the ferry boat over, there is a Joffrey's stop right there. Okay, now as we move into Epcot, I'm going to do my best to show you all these locations, and one of them is a little off the map, so you can't really see it, but that's okay. So the Starbucks location is Connections Cafe, and that is located over here. In the World Celebration area, as you're walking past Spaceship Earth. If Spaceship Earth is on your right, it's going to be Connections Cafe is like a new location that just opened up a few weeks ago. So you can check out if you need your Starbucks, that is your Starbucks location. Now, there is a Joffrey's coffee. You can't see it, but it's like right here before you enter into the parks. There is a Joffrey's stop. Um, you might not see it because the sign is visible for when you're leaving the park. So when you're walking in, you might not necessarily see it, but it's a small building. Then there is a Joffrey's stop in Canada. There is another stop here in the Showcase Center. And then there's another spot in the America location. And then if we come back down here, there is a little Joffrey stand. It's kind of over by where Guardians of the Galaxy is. It's hard to explain, but there's kind of like this open space between a lot of the stuff. And so it's over there. Now, there is coffee available at the Kringla Bakery in Norway. So I did put that on here. And I don't know if I can speak French, guys, but this Les Helles patisserie back here, if you're, going for Remy's in the morning, you could check out that patisserie back there. There is coffee available for there. Now, again, not all of these locations definitely open up as soon as the park opens up, but a lot of them do. That's why I've put them on here so you can see it. There are coffee spots in other locations. It's just these are like the main ones when the parks open up. A lot of people don't care, to get coffee at 11 a.m. So that's too late. But typically at any like quick service location, a place where you can get a meal that even if it's fast food-ish food, they will offer coffee there. However, don't expect at any of like the tiny stands in any of the festivals to have coffee. It's a lot to have coffee at one of those stands. All right, so now if we move on to Hollywood Studios, the Trolley Car Cafe is the one that is the Starbucks location at Hollywood Studios. So that is located, this is the entrance right down here. So if you're coming up, it's going to be on the left-hand side as you're coming down before you get to the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Other locations that do have coffee are ABC Commissary, but that does not open as early as you would think. The Hollywood Scoops, which is right in front of the Aerosmith roller coaster, and then the Joffrey's Tower of Terror is obviously right in front of Tower of Terror. Now, there is a location, a Joffrey's, before you get to Pixar Pier. And I don't speak Star Wars, but I'm going to do the best I can. And back at the Kat Sanka Kettle, they do offer some coffee. And then at Woody's Lunchbox, they also offer coffee there. And that's important at Woody's Lunchbox because you can mobile order there. So those are all the locations that you can go to for that. And then in our last one, we are going to talk about Animal Kingdom. And again, Creature Comforts is our Starbucks location. That is over here. And that is if you are going back towards the safari is going back here. So if you are coming into the main entrance and you go to the left around the Tree of Life, then you will come out to Creature Comforts here. Now, some of these I'm forgetting where all of them are located, but Isle of Java is one of these two. I just can't remember which one. There is a Joffrey's entrance before you actually get into the park. And there is a Joffrey's in Asia when you get in there. And I believe that, let's see, I have those left. One of these, I think this is the Kusa Fury coffee shop back over here. And then behind here is the Yak and Yeti location. Make sure that you're looking for the Yak and Yeti Food Cafe. And then over here, I don't remember which one this is. This is either the Tamu Tamu or the Kasafari coffee shop. I'm mixing them up. It's one of these two. But anyways, any of these locations is where the coffee is. It's very hard to talk about all this stuff when I have never looked for coffee ever in the parks before because I don't drink it, but I know a lot of you do. So hopefully this will help you. You can also search in My Disney Experience coffee and or Joffrey's or Starbucks, and you should be able to find it. Starbucks you might not actually find, so that's why I gave you the names of what they were in each location. So as a reminder, at your hotel you also do have coffee. There is some sort of coffee maker with coffee in every room. And you can also go to the quick service location that is in your hotel. Some of them have more than one, but there is always one location that will have Joffrey's coffee at your hotel. At Disney Springs, there's a bunch of different locations. I just didn't put it on there, but there are some Joffrey stations at Disney Springs. They're typically like standalone, like little cart buildings when you're looking for them. And then if you're taking the Skyliner, this is my absolute favorite Joffrey stop. And I do drink iced tea. So I do get Joffrey's all the time at this stop. I literally will take the Skyliner over to get it and bring it back to my hotel if I'm staying at the Riviera, Caribbean Beach, or Pop Century or Art of Animation. But at the Skyliner station, there's a Joffrey's stop. I will say the Joffrey's locations, they do have like a few pastry items and they have the small selection that you could do coffee or tea, iced tea or real tea. So I always get the peach iced tea. So that is me on a Skyliner drinking my iced tea because I am team tea. Even though I know a lot of you are team coffee, this should help you with getting your coffee when you're on property. So I will put the information below about my teapot in case you are, team teapot. I did another video about things that I always pack to Disney World, and that teapot goes with me no matter where if I'm leaving my house, basically, because you always got to have your tea. So super important that you remember there is coffee available. You have to make sure what time it's available. A lot of the resorts, their tea does not, or their coffee locations do not open until 7 a.m. So if you need coffee before then, you're in the room or you're grub hubbing or somehow getting coffee to come to your room in another way. All right, that will do it for today. I hope you enjoyed all the information about coffee in the parks, and I will talk to you tomorrow about something else. I have a special guest tomorrow on the show, and I'm super excited. So I hope that you will come back tomorrow and talk to us and interact so that we can talk all about Disney, Universal, and cruise vacations. Bye.